Good morning. It is auction day and it is a cold one. I am at an auction in Easton, Pennsylvania at that building behind me. It's a mixture of stuff and it looks like it's going to be outside. So this should be fun. But I'm bundled up and I'm ready to see what treasures we can find today. That's cute.
You guys want to walk around? You guys walk around and open the big gate up.
Hey, Hank.
Yeah. Go. How you doing, buddy? How you downstairs? Yeah, see you downstairs.
We're locking them in.
We'll hook up.
Yeah, you go down the back then. Because we don't want anybody to go down the steps.
All right, here you go.
Oh, look how nice this is.
How much is that space heater that's outside?
That's going at the auction.
Okay.
This is nice.
You guys go way out.
Vermont ice cream. These are cute. I really like these. Look how cute they are.
I have no idea. Right down.
Register. Look at this register. Permit scans. Oh, look at this door. Did you see this door?
Yeah, that's right. They turned off.
Turn the lights on the back again. Downstairs? Let me shut the lights off.
Whoops, let me get out of your way. Oh, sorry. This is fun.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's all
Can I
right.
just ask you to try to stay over here? There's a lot of stuff over there.
Sure, no problem.
Joe,
It's okay, it's okay.
Joe, the lights were on down here a couple minutes ago. They blew out. I think somebody shut the lights off.
No one touched him, Hanky. The fuse box is out there.
Alright.
It's by the, electric lift.
Are these stampers? What's this guy? I'm guessing a space shuttle. Treasure chest? Lots of tins. Trick mirrors. Look at that. That's what I need. Oh, Scooby-Doo bus.
Wooden press. Anybody starting me out for $100 on it? That's the reserve. Anybody starting me out for 100?
Is that the one all the way in the back?
Yep. It's worth it, believe me. Anybody starting me up for $100? If not, on a red one, the hydrator. He wants $450. Anybody starting me up for $450 on it? That one there costs a couple $1,000. I mean, he does make his own wine, so that's why he bought them. Anybody? $100 on a wine press? Anybody? None, but you're gonna just let it go. Pass it up. Nobody? And $450 on a hydrator. Nobody? Okay. On the scale over here. Anybody need $25 bill started off? I got 25. Everybody go 30. I got 25. Anybody go 30? 30, 5, 40, 40. I got $35. I'm gonna go 40. I got $35. I'm gonna go 40. 30, 40. Oh. 40, 5. I got $40. I'm gonna go 5. $40 number 13. You take that out.
The auction was somewhat of a bust for me in purchasing anything. The one thing that I really, really wanted, if you follow my Instagram, you probably saw the photo. There was a wooden box of chalkware puppies. They were so cute, cutest little faces, and those are what I really wanted. I saw them in the photos listed of the auction online, and I'm like, that's what I'm going there to buy. But it was not meant to be. I would have had to bid at least $50 to be in it to win it. And for me, $50 just was not worth it, because I would have had to have charged probably around $15 per piece to be able to get my money back in kind of a quick fashion. Should I have kept bidding? Maybe, but oh well, you know, win some, lose some. They were not meant for me, but they were the cutest little chalkware puppies I've ever seen. So I did not win those. What did I win? Not much. It was interesting just being at the auction, similar to the auction that I went to a couple weeks ago from the hardware store that went out of business. This was a somewhat local produce company that was going out of business. Some of the family members were there. You know, they did have reserve on a couple of items. Basically, that means they have a certain price point that they want. It's the minimum price that they would accept, and the auctioneer would start at that, and then if no one would bid, he's not going to go any lower. So they were left with some things. There was a blue, I think it was like Pepsi or Coca-Cola machine that was in really bad shape. There was another red Coca-Cola cooler, which you saw in the basement, which was kind of like Blair Witch Project when the lights were out. It was weird. That didn't sell because no one wanted, they were in rough shape. You know, if someone would be able to restore them, it may have been worth it, but the people that were at this auction, they're not going to restore a vintage Coca-Cola cooler, so they passed. So what did I get? Not much. I got some brown envelopes. There was a box that had envelopes, tape. I think there were like 5 packets of these, tape, and some other like office supplies. So I thought, well, I spend X amount of dollars for these even at the dollar store or at Wegmans. Their prices are pretty decent, and it was cheaper for me to buy it at the auction than at the store. So I thought, why not? You know, auctions, you don't necessarily have to go to auctions just to buy to resell. If you are moving into a home or moving into an apartment, or you know someone that is moving into their first apartment, you know, definitely check out auctions, especially for things like silverware, plate sets, even furniture. If you frequent an auction house on a regular basis, you know the people or the clientele that they get the estates from, you know, it'd probably be a safe bet to buy furniture, couches, end tables, bedroom sets. You know, I think you can tell just by looking at it if it's kind of icky, but there's one auction that I frequent a lot, and they get some beautiful furniture, couches, love seats, etc., things like that. So definitely, you know, auctions are cheaper and they're fun, so why not go to an auction and see if you can find something that you need, maybe even like a tea kettle or some pots and pans, versus spending the money and buying it at Walmart. And chances are, if you purchase the older items at an auction, you're actually getting more for your dollars, because those things were made a whole lot better than things that are made today. So envelopes, tape. In that mixture, that box, there was this roller. This, however, is a little dirty in there. It's missing the metal piece. So again, I had picked up one of these stamp wetters a while ago, and This one is from Avon, I believe, but again, it's missing. That's an easy fix to just get like a pin to put in, but I don't think they even sell stamps that you need to lick anymore. At least I haven't seen them. So there's that. Then again, it's just some random pieces. A screwdriver with a nice wooden handle. This cutie, this little pulley. Look how cute that is. You know, you gotta find something cute. It's not as cute as that box of puppies, but this will have to do that. And then I also picked up this. About a block away was the Easton Baking Company. For those that perhaps are familiar with the Lehigh Valley area, Easton Baking was a bakery that had been in business for years, and their donuts were amazing and cheap too. You know, not like Dunkin' Donuts where you get 6 donuts for, I don't know, you know, $7 or $8, maybe $5, whatever. At Easton Baking, their donuts were like 30 cents or 40 cents a piece. But they were so good, and they had great cakes. The frosting was amazing, and they went out of business probably last year, I think. It was owned by sisters, and their mother had taken a turn for the worse, and she was elderly and old, so they wanted to spend the rest of her time here with her. So they actually quit the baking company to go be with their mother. They didn't really tell anyone. They didn't want anyone to know, but word got out on the last day that they were going to be open, because people were coming in, and I guess as they were coming in, they were saying, you know, this is it, and they were just going to stay open that day until everything in the bakery had been sold. Well, word got out, and there was a line like all the way down the block around the corner. I, of course, did not hear about it, or else I would have been in line for my last donut from Easton Baking. So they were such a good bakery. But this is a wedding topper. It needs a little cleaning. And on the back it says good luck. So I would not be surprised if this came from the Easton Baking Company for a cake, because, you know, they're right around the corner, so why wouldn't they have used them? So it only has some damage up there. That I think could be easily covered. So once this is all cleaned up, I think this will look really cute. That, and then the last thing that I purchased, this was also in just a box, are these wire baskets. On the bottom of the baskets, it says, I read it before, now I can't find it, enameled steel top for pick of crop. So these are fruit baskets, I'm assuming. I like, again, that green color. You can't go wrong with that. So, I'm trying to think what you could use this for. You could use these for anything, but it is steel or metal top. You know, I don't know if I will put these on Etsy, or if I will figure out something to do with them. These would be great to use for gifts, you know, to wrap them up, but I thought they were cute and they were cheap enough, so why not? So yeah, it wasn't a huge profitable day for me at the auction, but it was still neat to be able to go into a local business and see what they had accumulated through the years. Unfortunately, there wasn't any paper for sale. You know, if there would have been old fruit labels, that would have been amazing, or even old ledgers there. I'm sure that would have been fun, but there wasn't. You know, the family, they had picked what they wanted to sell and what they wanted to keep. So, you know, I don't know what's going to go in that building next. Who knows? It, you know, it had the partitions for the freezers, you know, those little flaps that you would walk through. It was just really neat. It's fun to be able to go into an old business like that that's been a staple of the community and see what they have had, you know, stored through the years. So it was still fun. A little bit cold, not a little bit, a lot cold outside, but still a fun time. You know, whenever you go to an auction and you just see all these neat things in one place, it's always fun. So I hope you enjoyed this auction video. stay tuned for more adventures. I will be having a history behind the paper. I'm just finishing up some loose ends on that. So stay tuned for that. That should be out this week. What else? Probably another auction video will be coming out. I'm not sure when, but I have another auction that I plan on attending, so you can watch for that. But in the meantime, you can check out some of my other videos. And as I always say, make sure to tell your friends and your family and subscribe. I am a little over 13,000 subscribers, so thank you to everyone for having subscribed and for watching and for leaving all of your comments. It is much appreciated. So thank you again for watching. Hope you have a great day and see you all next time.